Category management shall design, develop, and implement a proactive, structured, and collaborative approach aimed at enhancing supply quality and service and significantly reducing the total cost of ownership (TCO) of strategic goods and services. Strategic sourcing is responsible for facilitating and leading an integrated, cross-functional psych team, consisting of technical and commercial members who will drive innovation and continuous improvement opportunities focused on the company's long-term objectives. Categories of spend must be analyzed to enable identification of the sourcing approach required. The psych category management team is responsible for assigning responsibility for each supply category and capturing it in the psych contract radar and sourcing plan, which is updated monthly by the category lead or principal and endorsed by the category manager and lead projects for projects. Where supply is not involved in the relationship with suppliers, the individual holding commercial ownership of the supplier relationship is responsible, developing and implementing a sourcing plan for each supply category. The category lead or principal is responsible for category sourcing plans for all supply categories with an annual forecast spend greater than $2 million. A sourcing strategy will be developed for all spend categories greater than $5 million and will be approved as per the psych supply approvals framework. A contracting and procurement strategy will be developed for each major project and a sourcing strategy for any project greater than $5 million. This does not apply to supply categories listed as non-order invoice (NOI) exceptions in the plan-to-pay procedure. Creating and updating a sourcing plan on a quarterly basis or as required. The sourcing plan must identify a list of categories for which contracts need establishing and/or renewing in the subsequent 12 months. For each of these categories, the plan must clearly identify baseline and forecast spend, proposed contract scope, and summary of any security of supply risks. The recommended sourcing strategy, for example, sole sourcing or competitive tender. The category manager must approve the sourcing plan quarterly, and the head of supply annually. Establishing contracts for scope of work with an annual forecast spend greater than $2 million and high business risk. This does not apply to the permitted non-order invoice types outlined in Supply Plan to Pay Standard.